is Eduardo Pena. I'm originally from Colombia, in South America. I'm a creative. I don't consider myself a designer or an artist, graphic designer, concept artist, and so on. I consider myself more like a creative person that I always get constantly inspired by life. And for some reason in life, I'm working on the entertainment industry, doing this creativity focusing this creativity into the entertainment field, which is movies, video games, all that stuff. So we can call it as a concept artist. My first hero and master was and is my dad. Like, he introduced me to this magnificent art of just draw something. But inspiration, I realized that constantly is being outside of me, right, inside. So I just perceive that inspiration comes all the time outside with little simple things like food or events. Because most of the art interpretation comes from where you're from. And the city where I came from, which is Bogota, is like sometimes very cloudy or sometimes very foggy. And since I was very young, I fall inspired and fall in love with that. So that goes inside the DNA, go inside my brain. And me, while I was growing up, I think I have to manifest that in some stage. So that I have the specific colors, I have a specific mood, I have a specific cameras and angles to create my pieces. It's the way how I perceive the world and the way how I want it to show to people. The software is very, very basic. Like, people used to say, like, what Photoshop you use? I use HandShop. This is the first Photoshop that you use. The first software is the head software, and then you have a hardware, which is like your hand and all that stuff. I usually use a basic Photoshop. Could be the latest one, could be an old one, doesn't matter. It has the same tools. You have like brush, canvas, colors. That's what you need. You don't need more stuff. The less, the more. So actually the software is not important. What is really important is find a good space and have good ideas to develop what you want to do. Actually, all of the movies that were made are movies that they're not able to show up because of different reasons. They just go down or cancel, or even video games. Most of them I have the same value, the same love. It's like a kid, I love you more, I love you less. No, I love all my stuff that I did in different projects. But I can say that one of the good achievements is like being working for Hobbit, because I have the chance to work with different talented people around the world, different artists with different ideas, different visions, and I have the chance to meet them and share with them the same battle. So it's a really nice and interesting opportunity as an artist to learn from that experience. And get the chance to be involved on such a big project. Constantly that happens all the time. When you turn art into a product, you call it design. So you have to, in some way, have a dialogue and create the art in a way that this art can be productionable and can fit into a marketing environment. So there's a lot of course, issues as personal issues as an artist and issues of creative issues, you know. But there's always a balance of how you can fit those sort of ideas into this world. That's why you're an artist and you're a designer, because you're constantly being challenged to produce something that keep inspiring people, but at the same time can fit into the marketing or marketable world. So you can sell products, but with a beauty, with something that can create like some emotional response in the consumer or the viewer or the people that is acquiring this product. That's why I choose movies, because movies has the manifestation of all senses. You can see, you can taste, you can smell, you can feel. Just when watching one movie, you can have all these senses together. You can feel the pain, you can feel despair, you can feel happiness, all this stuff. So in 2 hours of journey. So that's how it works. It's always a challenge. You have to sell that product, but it's always that achievement. But because you did it, you can fit into the market as well. You can fit your own artistic expectations to make it work. Future films that I want to get involved in is more like the films that I want to produce by my own with people that have the same vision as me, which is creating movies that are more promoting values about being a better human being, better like have a good relationship with your ecosystem, with your society, and films that are promoting more those values and helping a society to grow instead of creating just society to destroy each other. There's no such thing that you learn from success. The more that you fail, the more that you learn. And actually, me as a teacher, I always stimulate my students to fail more, because nowadays society thinks that the failure is bad, but failure is another part of the process. And failing meaning that you can understand yourself. So I've never separated design from life. For me, design is more spiritual and it's more holistic. I relate my life with design. Design for me is not just I work 9 to 6, go home, sleep, girlfriend, food. No, for me, design is everything in me. I talk with design, I live with design, I cry with design. In the way how I speak with design. Me, myself, is an entity of design because I consider myself things that I love. I love design. So it's not just for me a metaphor of work, it's just a way of life for me. So that's how that thing must work, and I try just to promote that sort of values.